Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower,
and this is IFXtra. So, how's your December going? We're getting quite cold over here, but not much more snow. And we've been just busy working, I think. We haven't really been out and about very much, have we? We kind of stopped our walks because it's a bit chilly at night and dark.
Yeah.
I don't mind it being dark, I just don't like it being rainy and sleety and things.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's sort of that time of year, really, where, you just kind of...
You just don't get out as much as you want to.
Yeah, stay in, write some code, learn some stuff. That's about it, really. Yeah, fun times.
I'm going out to work too, which is very busy. Anyway, what have you been doing work-wise?
Well, none sort of game related, bit more learning, like been doing more certification exams and all that. Yeah, the idea being get a bit of training work and then that'll pay for more dev time, which is always good. But yeah, aside from that, on interference, started. So I've mentioned for the last few weeks this thing about we're kind of blocked on iOS development. We're going to just start doing updates for Android, and then when the iOS thing is sorted out, we'll just then backport all of these new changes and things to iPhone and iPad. Yeah, Android will shortly get things like this new challenge system, etc., that we've been testing on the website. Done a couple of other back-end things, most of which not really noticeable, apart from one which has had an instant effect. We did have a request to adjust how name changes work. Previously we had decided to block name changes. Like you could change your name, and then we had problems with people changing the names regularly. It was a trolling thing. Someone had caused trouble, changed the name, and then people wouldn't recognize them. So we were restricting how often names could change. We've adjusted that now. We've changed the timing of it slightly, so everyone can change their name like once a year, basically. But then also we're able to, if someone specifically requests a name change and
they're trusted,
we know they're a legit player and they're not asking constantly, we can sort of put in an exemption for them, and then they can get another change. But yeah, the idea was rather than things where people can change their names constantly, because it makes
the community,
yeah, exactly, it makes the community side of things harder. But yeah, also it was a big problem with trolls. So yeah, anyway, point is now you're able to change your name yourself more frequently, and also if you have used your name change and you would particularly need to do it again, if you ping one of us, we can sort that out for you. As I say, assuming that people aren't asking for it every couple of weeks or something.
Yeah, it gets confusing.
So that was a server-side change. So that's live across everything now, in all of the apps and the website.
Cool. Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Pitch of the week this week goes to Kathy for freaking out at a perfect snowflake. Such a simple picture, but a beautiful snowflake. It's perfect for this time of winter. Well done, Kathy.
My favourite description this week is Teletubbies' Home is the New Earth Ship by Cherry Jalapeno. Now, I've always had this theory that Teletubbies is actually set in a post-apocalyptic world where, well, it's quite a long and complicated theory, but the point is this fits right into it. I like it. Nice work, Cherry Jalapeno.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Hymnody for Dead Poets Society. Wow, this is an IRL drawing done in real life, and so much detail and such fantastic colour. That looks amazing. Well done, Hymnody. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there, as always.
Now we're going to see what we were doing last week in the forums. So last week in the forum, we started a new forum game. We took the word interference, and we know that you can make 185 words out of those letters. So we asked you for a few. Yeah, and we got some interesting ones. I quite like reciter. That's quite nice, like reciting poems.
Yeah, that's very you, isn't it? Yeah. So that was Heraclion.
Heraclion, yeah. Toastmaster said referee, which is quite cool.
I quite liked eerie. which was suggested by Renee. Because eerie, it always looks like a really weird word because of that double E at the start. So that was quite cool. I also quite liked Callum suggested reference, because of course a lot of people use reference pictures when they're drawing an interference. You know, like if you happen to draw a person or something, you find a picture of them, have it on one screen, and then try and sort of copy it. Yeah.
Very clever. So that game's still going on over there if you want to have a go. Try and come up with a word that nobody else has found yet. In the meantime, we're going to go and see what we'll be talking about next week in the forums. If someone offered you £100,000 to live alone in a hut deep in the woods with no TV or internet or phone for a month, could you do it? How would it go?
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list.
Okay, don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night, and it's Zeitgeist, the one with 5 rounds and 5 different topics.
Yeah, if you've not seen this before, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time over on twitch.tv/interference, we run Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience, competing for points and places on the leaderboard.
And we take my 5 favourite pictures of the week and we build rounds around them.
Yeah.
They inspire me for a subject.
That's the thing, isn't it? Inspiration.
Yes, that's it.
So, shall I talk seagulls, or do you have another example?
Go on then. No, I haven't. No.
Okay. So, for instance, if we had a drawing of a seagull, we might have a round on seaside birds, seaside resorts, seas, things with wings.
People call Steve.
Could be. Or things that steal your chips. Of course. Yeah. We don't know what the rounds are going to be ahead of time. Only Bunnery knows this. She writes the whole thing, comes up with the topics, writes the questions, writes the answers. I don't even see it. I just show up and see what happens. So we won't know what the pictures are until the night, but are you going to tease us with the names of the featured artists? Okay,
this week's featured artists are Rouge Island, Katha, Error 404, Secret Hide, Artist, and Mika20. So I've got a few different ones this time.
Yeah. Some familiar names from Interference, but I don't think they've all been on
on the quiz.
I'm just remembering this is the point where that means on Sunday I'll have a momentary panic when I see Error 404 come up and think something's gone wrong before I remember that's actually their name. Yeah. Okay, cool. So if you'd like to see what those topics are actually going to be about, you'll have to join us on Sunday, say 7 p.m. UK, twitch.tv/interference. So that's this Sunday. But what happened last week?
Last week, Darth won with 220 points. Goose was second with 191, and Ginger J got 182 to be third. And then on Thursdays, we have Zeitgeist 20, so it's 20 questions on one topic. It was quite a tricky one this week. It was currency.
Yes, it was actually...
People found that quite hard, didn't they?
It was harder than I was expecting. It was an interesting mix of questions because I thought it was going to be all like, world currencies. Who uses this currency? What currency do they use in this country? But... it was quite a variety, actually. And it was kind of difficult. I feel like I got quite a lot wrong. But no one getting them all right. No. I mean, no one getting... a lot of the time, people just... Top person maybe gets 1 or 2 wrong. Yeah. But, so what happened?
The winner was Grinning Goose with 151. So... the one probably came from a speedy answer, so probably just getting 15 out of 20 there.
Yeah.
Second was Vice with 143, and then third we had Liswitz, Kapkas, and Olive on 140. So tricky questions there. But next week's going to be much easier.
Okay, what have we got next time then?
Next week is all about cakes.
I know about cake.
You do?
Well, I mean, I have experience of cake.
You do?
Yeah. I don't know about the technical terms. I know about how to use them, though. So, and that's the main thing, really, isn't it?
Stick them in your mouth, you mean?
Yes, exactly. I can deal with that bit.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll be Thursday. If you'd like to join us for 20 questions on cakes, that'll be Thursday, 7 p.m. UK on twitch.tv/interference.
Cool. Now, I think that's all the news for now, so just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can play along on the web at playinterference.com or just search for Interference in the App Store on your phone or tablet. You can also get social with us. We're on Twitter at PlayIFX, we're on Facebook at PlayInterference, and we're on Patreon at patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, adding things to the apps, I got a little secret project for you that I want to work on, a fun little... It's not quite a spin-off of Interference, but something I think you'd enjoy. So yeah, you know, we want to keep building lots of fun stuff for you, and your support is very much appreciated. Patrons do get supporter status and Interference, so you get access to things like replays, the fancier challenge and invite systems, and if you're a quiz player, get a custom entrance shout-out from Ava.
That's always fun. Okay, that's it for this week. So we'll see you again next Saturday.
Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye.